All right, welcome back on this episode of Jeremy Cantor's Ohio Prospecting, and we're back at the mine site and getting ready to mount up the motor for the shaker deck and get the new mats and everything put on, which are gonna go up here, which I'm gonna have to clean out mats. So that way I can switch everything around. So I'm getting ready to do so. I'll get it all set up and be right back. All right, to show you guys what I'm doing, I'm filling up some buckets. We're gonna fill up 50 buckets and dump it over there by the wash plant, so we can run a total of a yard of material today. Let's see what's in 50 buckets. Dang it, I missed it. Cool old church bells off in the distance. Well, we're bucketing away. We're on like number 6, but it's not non-classified material because a lot of these rocks out of the creek are all really clay stuck. So we're gonna wash it down so we can use the gravel for other things anyways. But man, I'm out of breath. Oh well, only 6 down, a lot more to go. Church is out! Time to get to the creek! Alright, we're collecting some pay for our Ain't Shit Pay Dirt Company. That's Matt's new pay dirt company that's going to be coming out here real soon.
Absolutely. Oh, shit. Alright, that's full enough on that bucket.
So a little bit of what we're doing is we're filling up buckets halfway, carrying them over to the wheelbarrow at the top of the hill over there, and then dumping them over at the wash plant, getting us that yard of pay ready. We'll have it up and ready here in a minute, and we'll be right back. So let's fill these buckets up, just showing you guys what we're doing. Be right back. I'm finally running some pay, and we didn't get the 3-inch up and running. We're gonna buy a different pump. That one's just junk. So we got the 2-inch up and running, and as you can hear, we got that shaker deck shaking, and it's moving material. Working awesome. It will just work itself off if you let it. So I'm gonna keep working on, and we're gonna run this 1 yard of pay. I got 1 left in the wheelbarrow over there. I gotta get over here. But that's 9 wheelbarrows, 50 buckets for the 50 bucket challenge. All right, so I'm back and I have a lot of concentrates to go over. And check out this huge piece of green belt I found. That's pretty cool. Well, I'm kind of in the blue light. There we go. See a little bit better. Oh yeah, over here you get the fish tank light. Super awesome big coral. Nice. Well, anyways, this is part of the green belt, as you can see. And it is very voguey, very quartzy. Nice piece. I like it. I'm gonna keep it. Another thing that I found, another fossil. I'm not sure of what. A little bit on that side, but not as much. But yeah, right there, as you can see, not sure what that is, but we'll put it in the collection. All right, so I gotta classify all this down, and then I'll be right back with you guys. I told my boys that Chris Vogus was never able to build a snowman, so they made him one for him. And they said, "This is for your Christmas, Chris. Save it." All right, so considering on how much material that we ran, and I would say that 50 buckets was probably more or less actually like half of a yard, because of all the big rocks and big gravel that we put through there, just because we wanted to see what the machine could handle. So let's see. And those rocks were probably about, I would say, football size, some of them half football size, because we wanted to see how that motor would be able to take it and all that. Not too bad. A decent amount of actual chunky and a lot of that super fine. So seeing that how it had caught all this really fine gold here, not too bad. And I should be able to tap this on up and make a smile, and let's do that. And there we go. Not too bad. So let's dry it up and see what it looks like. All right, so here's a good look at it, all nice and dried up. I'll try to zoom it around in there so we can take a look at all the really fine flour, because there's quite a bit. And I like the way that machine shakes everything down, and it captures a lot more fine material than I'm used to seeing. As man, look at all that really fine. It is really nice. Sorry about the shaky hands. But yeah, this is some nice looking gold. Alrighty. So let me get it cleaned up here, get it on the tray, get ready to store it away. Be right back. Alright, so it looks pretty good on the tray. Zoom it on in a little bit. A little bit of black sand in there. Not too bad. But Ohio Gold does look pretty nice. And this is only 1.8 times. Try to steady in there a little bit. I don't have that sniper steadiness in my arms anymore like I used to. Couldn't hold the camera still for the life of me. I need a gimbal. But that's all I got time for there on this episode. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Alright, I almost forgot about this. Yeah, I got a new microphone set the landowner got for me. So I won't sound so quiet off in the distance. And I finally got my gold put away into there. Well, try to zoom in on that. hard to do. Right here, we'll set it there, come down to it. Pretty nice. And yeah, that gold did weigh out to roughly about 0.09, almost a tenth of a gram. Pretty close. But my scales might be off just a little, about a decimal or two. Has been dropped quite a few times, and I've had things set on it. So yeah, I do need a new scale. So it's time for a new scale. Maybe one that's a little bit more accurate. But that's not too bad. That's roughly around $13 a yard. So we're all right. And that's just surface material. That's all flood gold. We barely went 6 inches down. So that just tells you there's a nice layer sitting below that. And it's on a hard pack. And with that being said, that's all I got time for. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you out there. Later.